Hey, yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the video. We've got a profile reveal for Carlotta as well now. We did just react to the Resonator showcase. Absolute cinema. Probably the best Resonator showcase that we've had so far for Wuthering Waves, in my opinion. The scale in which the improvements happening is ridiculous in these showcases. The production value is just through the roof on that. Suggest you check it out. There'll be a link in the description to my reaction and the original video as well, because you should really check it out in all its glory. Let's have a little look at the profile reveal for Carlotta then, shall we? Because this has been posted on the website, well, a few hours ago. They did put a tweet up about 4 hours ago, and then this has gone up on the website also. So let's have a little look into it, shall we? And see what it shows for Carlotta's profile, you know, mats, all that sort of stuff. You know, her ability, her forte, skills, everything should be in here, hopefully. So let's check it out. The Crystal Remorph Carlotta. Okay, then, let's have a look at this then. You know what? Let me zoom in so you guys can see it a little bit better, shall we? So you see it a little bit easier on screen. Okay, loading data. Carlotta, the second daughter of Montelli and an art investor unbound by convention. Carlotta moves seamlessly through social circles and business transactions while quietly handling the family's unspeakable troubles in secret. She does give off very mafiosa kind of vibes, doesn't she, in the trailer? They do seem like a dangerous family. Well, you know, a powerful family. How do they get to be so powerful? They've got to get up to no good at some point, I would imagine. The blooming of a gem, the taking of a life. In her own name, she reshapes reality, giving it a new dimension. I'm telling you, just looking at the trailer as well, like, I'm so hyped for this character. I am so hyped for this character. I just wanted to say as well, at the start of the trailer, who is the funeral for as well? Carlotta's just standing there at the funeral like, yeah, man, I'm in my normal clothes, nice and bright. Everybody else is in black or shades of darker colours. And she's just like, yeah, whatever. I'm just going to rep my normal attire. But yeah, I'm curious. Is it a mom? Is it the other sister? Who is it? I'd like to know, and hopefully soon we'll find out. Okay, let's get into it. We've got the gorgeous splash art here as well. I am Carlotta Montelli, to the second lady of the Montelli family. In certain situations, I might also be known as Opal. I have a talent for uncovering value and solving problems, whether it is for business or building friendships. You can rely on me. Okay, that's the first time I think we've heard her called Opal, right? Which makes sense, I guess, with like the fact that she seems to shoot gems out of a gun. All right, let's have a look here. We got the materials as well for her. We obviously know the attributes of Glacio. She uses pistols. We've got her Ascension materials here. A new Ascension material, obviously, for the boss, a platinum core. I'm going to assume that's from that vault. I forgot what it's called now. The one with the wings. I forgot what the name of it anyway. We've got Sword of Chorus, a Polygon core, Flostigen, FF Polygon core, and the Netherworld's Stare. So we've got entirely new materials here for Carlotta, so that's cool to see. Forte Crystal Remorph. Okay, let's have a look then. We got a normal attack, Silent Execution. Perform up to 2 consecutive strikes, dealing glacial damage for a basic attack. Okay. Okay, all right. Pretty straightforward. Basic attack, necessary measures. With moldable crystals, Carlotta's basic attack is replaced with necessary measures. Chain up to 3 strikes, dealing glacial damage. Each strike of necessary measures consumes 1 moldable crystal. Okay, all right. Okay. Heavy attack delivered a charge attack that at the target at the cost of stamina, dealing glacial damage. Okay, all pretty straightforward so far. Heavy attack containment tactics. When Carlotta's substance is full, her heavy attack will be replaced with containment tactics. Consume all substance to deal glacial damage and reduce the cooldown of resonant skill Art of Violence by 6 seconds. Okay, we got a mid-air attack. Perform a plunging attack at the cost of stamina, dealing glacial damage. Using basic attack shortly after the landing, will cast Customary Greetings. Mid-air attack, Customary Greetings. Flip over the target and deliver a surprise shot, dealing glacial damage. We've saw all of these in the little bit of gameplay that we did see from IGN. Although, not the best gameplay, we got to see all of this pretty much. Press normal attack shortly after a successful dodge to deliver a repulse shot, dealing glacial damage. This consumes 1 moldable crystal. Right. Let's have a look at a resonance skill then. Okay, we've saw this in the gameplay that we saw. Art of Violence, deal glacial damage and inflict dispersion on the target. Press resonance skill again shortly after to cast Chromatic Splendor. Okay, dispersion, what's this then? Target with dispersion are immobilized for 1.5 seconds. Because we've been having some conversations, at least in my community on my live streams, whether the fact that she can freeze or immobilize enemies, was that due to a skill that's unique to Carlotta, or was it potentially an effect from the Sonata sets? So it looks like it's down to Carlotta then in a resonance skill. So I'm guessing that there's nothing like that on the Sonata sets. Of course, we don't know what the effects are going to be on the new Sonata sets yet anyway, but I was curious because we saw that and I was like, is that coming from the Sonata set or is that coming from Carlotta? We're not quite sure, but here we go. She does actually immobilize targets with dispersion, which is quite cool, really useful for obviously a mobile gun character. Makes sense. Be interesting to see the potentials like quick swapping with this as well, actually. Chromatic Splendor. Consume all moldable crystals and deal glacial damage. Resonance skill enters cooldown after a while if Chromatic Splendor is not cast or Carlotta is switched off the field. Right, okay. All right, okay. Pretty straightforward with that as well. Resonance Liberation, which actually looks freaking awesome. I think this is where she like kind of reforges the space around her in a way, right? Era of New Wave. Deal glacial damage to all targets in an area and inflict deconstruction on targets hit. Then activate Twilight Tango. Can be cast in midair or air close to the ground, right? Deconstruction, dealing damage to targets inflicted with deconstruction ignores 18% of their defense. That's cool. Twilight Tango. Well, in Twilight Tango, press normal attack or resonance liberation to cast Death Knell, sorry. Each Death Knell grants one meta vector. With 4 meta vectors, press normal attack or resonance liberation to cast Fatal Finale. All substance is removed when activating and ending Twilight Tango. Cannot perform basic attack necessary measures. Heavy attack containment tactics and heavy attack imminent oblivion while in Twilight Tango. Right, okay. Death Knell. Carlotta fires powerful shots with her musket and summons 5 crystal shards to attack the target, dealing glacial damage considered resonance skill damage, right? Okay, so we're definitely going to be getting into leaning into resonance skill. So I'm assuming then she's DPS in a resonance skill resonator, really, right? Carlotta moves in the direction of the movement input with each shot of Death Knell. Carlotta moves in the direction of the movement input with each shot of Death Knell. Carlotta moves in the direction of the movement input with each shot of Death Knell. Okay, interesting. I'm not... So is she like dashing forward or something, is she? Deal glacial damage to an area considered resonance skill damage. Twilight Tango ends after casting Finale skill. So she's definitely all about resonance skill then. Right, okay, okay. Forte Circuit, Lethal Repertoire. Heavy attack, imminent oblivion. Carlotta activates Tinted Crystal every 22 seconds. When substance is full and Tinted Crystal is activated, hold normal attack to consume all substance and cast heavy attack, imminent oblivion, after which Tinted Crystal enters cooldown. Deal glacial damage considered resonance skill damage again and reduce the cooldown of resonance skill Art of Violence by 6 seconds. Final blow. When substance is full, enter the final bow state. Increase the damage multiplier of resonance skill liberation. Era of New Wave. Resonance skill liberation, Death Knell, and resonance liberation, Fatal Finale. This effect ends when Carlotta is switched off the field during Twilight Tango or when Twilight Tango ends. Right, okay. Carlotta can hold up to 120 points of substance, cannot gain substance while in Twilight Tango, triggered by Resonance Liberation. Restore 30 points of substance upon casting intro skill, Wintertime Area. Okay, so that's the name of her intro then, okay. Restore 10 points of substance for every 1 moldable crystal consumed upon casting Resonance skill, Chromatic Splendor. Restore 10 points of substance for every 1 moldable crystal consumed upon casting basic attack necessary measures, and consume 1 moldable crystal and restore 10 points of substance upon casting dodge counter. Right. Moldable crystals. Carlotta can hold up to 6 moldable crystals, cannot gain moldable crystal while Twilight Tango, Tango, triggered by Resonance Liberation. This is just word salad, man. They always get me with the kits. Wuthering Waves do, man. I get tongue-tied. Restore 3 moldable crystals upon basic attack. Stage 2. Restore 3 moldable crystals upon heavy attack. Restore 3 moldable crystals upon mid-air attack. Customary greetings. Again for the intro. 3 for the intro. 3 for resonance skill. And 3 for a successful dodge. Right, okay. Let's have a look at her intro skill then. So she definitely is heavily, you're going to want to be, you know, getting into a resonance skill then, that's for sure. Intro skill, Wintertime Area, attack the target dealing glacial damage. I really do like this. It's really subtle, really simple, but I really, really like it, actually. So we can see there, that's a moldable crystals, right? So 6 stacks of a moldable crystals. We can see that right next to it there. A moldable crystal showing up right here. Okay, that's cool. Looks dope as well. Outro skill. Closing remark, attack the target, dealing a glacio damage. Okay, pretty standard affair. I'm here for it. Inherent skill, flawless purity. After casting resonant skill, chromatic splendor, Carlotta can perform mid-air attacks while being immune to any damage or interruptions before the mid-air attack deals damage. When Carlotta is on the team, active Resonator's flight stamina cost is reduced by 20%. That's kind of insane then. In mid-air attacks while being immune to any damage or interruptions. Okay, before the mid-air attack deals damage. So we've got some iframes then. Ars gratia artis. Man, they have to hit me with all these words, man. Come on, Kuro, please. Big. I barely speak English and I'm English. I'm Australian if you listen to Saint. Intro skill, wintertime area. Resonant skill, chromatic splendor. Resonance liberation, death knell, and heavy attack, imminent oblivion can inflict deconstruction, right? Combat guide, restore multiple crystals upon casting various skills, including intro, resonance, and heavy attack. Use skill or dodge counter to consume multiple crystals to restore forte gauge, right? Okay, interesting. Consume substance to increase the damage multiplier of resonance liberation or cast heavy attack, imminent oblivion, which reduces resonance skill cooldown. Resonance liberation attacks restore meta vector on hit. Resonance liberation fatal finale is available with full meta vectors, right? Art of Violence, press resonance skill to attack and control the target, restoring multiple crystals to attack and control the target. So is that where we're like, we're basically freezing them, I guess? Press resonance skill in a limited time to consume all multiple crystals to attack the target. Restore forte gauge based on the number of multiple crystals consumed. Heavy attack, imminent oblivion when tinted crystal is not on cooldown and when forte gauge is full. Hold normal attack to attack the target, reducing resonance skill cooldown. Ear of New Wave, press resonance liberation to attack the target and enter a special state. In this state, chain together up to 4 strikes by pressing resonance liberation or normal attack repeatedly within a limited time. Follow up with a powerful final blow by pressing resonance liberation or normal attack. And then a combat rolls, main damage dealer and resonance skill damage, which makes sense if you look at a kit. It does seem heavily leaning towards resonance skill damage and obviously a main DPS, which I guess makes sense for a pistol user. So she does seem interesting. She actually seems like she's going to be very useful. Obviously, it's one thing looking at a kit and then seeing it in reality. We got to see it with IGN, but then it's IGN. So we really can't say too much until we really get a hold of it. But a kit looks interesting to me. I do like characters that are heavily into the resonance skill. And she looks like she's actually going to be very useful as well. Looking at everything. It's just nice to have a good Glacio DPS as well. I've been waiting for that. I've been waiting for a pistol user as well that's interesting. A kit does seem interesting. Actually seems really quite useful for a pistol user as well. Because we just haven't got anything like this with the pistol users at the moment, have we? It's interesting. It'll be really cool to see her in action. Again, for me, must pull. So the major thing that I'm taking from this is the dispersion is part of her kit. It's not part of a Sonata set, because this was a major thing for me. Was we about to see Gen 2 of Sonata sets? It's more the fact that we're seeing kind of like a Gen 2 of Resonators. It'd be interesting to see if any of the other Resonators have the ability to inflict status effects or afflictions, if you will, on enemies in regards to, freezing, dot damage, all that sort of stuff. Traditional dot damage, what I mean there. And some other potential status effects as well. So really interested to see what happens then in 2.0. But interesting kit. She looks really cool. She looks like she's going to be very useful. Let me know what you think about a kit, guys. And are you looking forward to it? Because if you're not, I think you're fucking crazy. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. As always, be sure to give the video a like if you did enjoy it. And I will see you all in the next one. That was Carlotta's profile. And hopefully we get some more content before 2.0 releases, which is 3 days away. And I cannot wait. I'll see you in the next one, guys. All right.